day today. Jamison almost. Podsy Adley has shown he does have pretty good hands. Unfortunately, his feet today have let him down in front of goal. Now, this is what's ahead for the Blues.
Ooh.
Collingwood, St Kilda, Port Adelaide and Hawthorn. Just shows how vital today's win has been for them. Had it gone down today, they could have been staring at a pretty tough month ahead, but now they'll have some confidence.
Why do Essendon always beat the Blues, Lloydie?
There's a few players that Monfries love it, often stand up. But also we felt that the midfield wasn't accountable enough and would often get them on the rebound. But today, this is the strongest I've ever seen Carlton's midfield.
Running in waves, Simpson now has got multiple options as he goes forward and presents it beautifully to Garlett.
Have a shot.
Oh, he wants to pass. Now he's been called to play on, so he's forced to just kick it long. High towards the goal square. Warnock was pushed out. And the numbers went out. Mark taken by Enright. Off to Milburn. Back inside the corridor with Jinsky. Drives it long. Ottens is the target. And Brad Ottens marks. Off to Burns, who's been very quiet. Runs to 50. Kicks towards the goal square. One out there is Steve Johnson. Well done, Russell. Got a hand in there. Still a chance for Steve Johnson. Around Judd. No, not quite. Couldn't do it. Ping. Gone. Free kick, Judd.
Carlton supporters love it. Just love it. It's their hero who's brought down Stevie Johnson. Can't play his tricks on him.
And Jordan Russell in the one-on-one. Got to give him credit also.
Yeah, he's been sensational for them today. Steve Johnson coming off 6 goals. By the way, Garlett's had 18 disposals and kicked 3 goals. Kicked 3 last week as well, but the 18 disposals is a career best.
Wolsey, we always, or Essendon always thought we'd get the Blues in a shootout. But today, 68 tackles to Geelong's 54, and they've won more of the football. So that says they've got the balance right, definitely today.
Mark taken by Bartel. Long inside attacking 50. Oh, geez, doing it all. Chris Judd.
Don't they love it?
Disposal number 27. And off to his teammate Gibbs, who chips to Scotland. Gibbs has had 29. And content just to maintain possession now, the Blues. It's been a wonderful performance.
One for you, Wolsey. Who from Geelong has won a contest today?
Who from Geelong has won a contest? Gee, that's a good question. This is a team that has done it so well for the last 3 or 4 years.
Yaron couldn't take the mark. Carazzo happy to shoot over.
Aside from Ablett, it's hard to pick one.
Yeah.
So a free kick to Lonergan. He kicks towards half forward. He'll direct it. That's it. What a wonderful victory by the Blues. They've taken it to the reigning premier and beaten them at their own game.
For the Blues, 36 points, and it means a lot to them. Even Chris Judd, who doesn't give a lot emotion-wise, it's about as happy as he gets. Let's go down to Howie. He's got 3 pretty happy boys with him.
And 3 of them, 7 goals between them. There's some big smiles on the faces, mate. That's just a wonderful win for your footy club.
Yeah, it is. It's a good win for us. It's coming against Geelong, top team. Premiers last year. It's going to come out of the battle against them and get a win. It's good.
Eddie, you played your 100th a couple of weeks ago. You got these boys either side of you. It was a very, very quick forward line out there.
Yeah, no, it's good to have a couple of young Indigenous players down there again. So it helps, take the load off all that chasing and tackling. So these 2 boys, it's good to have them down at the club.
Mate, you've come into this club. You've had a good year last year. You've got a lot more footy this year. Big crowd today. By gee, there was some excitement up forward for you guys.
Yeah, it is. It's good to have these 2 along with me. It takes the pressure off the tackling and chasing as well. So I'm lucky enough we've got a couple of goals between us, so it's good. So good win for the boys as well.
Who's in charge, Eddie? Who's in charge of this crew?
I'm in charge of this crew, baby.
Don't worry about that.
that fantastic? And they would love playing together, no doubt about that. Because some of the Indigenous boys, they can get down on themselves, can't they, Matty? And I reckon if you've got a couple in the team who can go and help them, it really gets them through those tough times.
And they kicked 7 between them at Amy Stadium in the win against the Crows last week. And Satanto helping, he played their part down there up forward. Lockie Henderson didn't work. He went back in the last quarter. And that might be his best position across half back. So
back down to you, Harry.
Well, Chris Judd, that's a massive win for your footy club, mate. Your reaction on the siren showed a lot. It's a big performance.
Yeah, very exciting. Obviously, they've been they are one of the best teams of the modern era. So to come out and beat them is very exciting for the club.
Mate, the forward line. We just spoke to the 3 boys up there. The 3 little fellas, boy, gee, they provide some pace up there, don't they?
Didn't they? They're very lively. You just be very nervous lining up in here because they've all got an incredible toe.
One of the bigger wins you've had at the club?
Yeah, I reckon. It's good, really good.
Well done, Skip.
All right, we'll take a break. Come back to wrap up. Carlton 15-14, 104 defeating Geelong 9-14, 68. The big footy matches continue on 10 and 1. And it doesn't get any bigger than next Saturday night. There'll be some spite, that's for sure.
Do you like your footy with a bit of an edge? The games where you know it means that little bit more to the 44 players out there. Come on, admit it. You love your grudge match, right? Then mark down round 16 now. Collingwood and St Kilda. Who can wait for those hostilities to resume? And what about round 17's clash between Richmond and the Pies? When last they met, tempers frayed. Words were said and scores were left to be settled. But the big daddy of them all, the one we've been waiting for since the end of 2009. The one where blood boils, emotions surge, and all hell breaks loose, is this one. Round 6, Hawthorn and Essendon, this Saturday night, where the grudges of years gone by routinely come back to haunt.
Oh, and Vanderbilt letting lefts and rights go on the beach.
Can't do that.
It makes for an unmissable game of footy. They are the most anticipated games of 2010, and you'll see them all right here on 10 and 1.
Was the one that finished them off, O'Halpin's goal. The celebrations have begun for the Blues. They showed right from the start they meant business. They were ahead at quarter time and were never headed after that. 15-14, 104, their final score. The Cats ending up only making it 68, 9 goals only for Geelong. Only one multiple goal kicker. Great spread there for the Blues. No wonder they're happy down in the rooms. Well, it was the 4th big upset of the weekend, Wolsey. It wasn't a great win by the Blues, and I'm sure their coach Brett Ratton will be very thrilled with that.
Well, he should be. Just a wonderful performance by Carlton. In fact, I think they won every quarter.
Yeah, let's get down to Mark Howard, who's with the winning coach.
Very, very happy scenes down here, coach. There's a lot of talk early in the season about how you're going to replace Brendan Favoli. You've had some live wire forwards up there today. Jeffy Garter, exceptionally, mate. He was so quick up there.
Yeah, it was good. We just thought if we could get the ball in really quickly against the Geelong backs, we'd have a real opportunity. And with Jeff and Eddie Betts and Chris Yarran at the foot of Satana, Halpin and Henderson, it was a recipe that we could be creative down there, and it really worked for us.
Brett, Anthony Hudson and Wolsey upstairs. Congratulations on the win. You had a really good win against Adelaide last week, but then you went down the highway, I think, and watched Geelong absolutely smash Port Adelaide. How did that make you feel, and how did you then work out a way how you thought you could take them on?
I thought we had to get our hands on the footy. I think Geelong sort of have around 435 possessions a game, so we had to get our hands on the football, and I think stoppages or that loose ball gets, we could sort of get the ball back. And I think we were sort of hoping that maybe they were overconfident, because the way they played last week was it was very exciting to watch for a Geelong fan. But we thought last year's performance, and if we could put some real heat on the footy or the man, we could get the ball back, and I thought our boys did a great job today.
Well done, Brett, and your back line I thought was superb. Andrew Walker, he ran off Tommy Hawkins time and time again. He got injured just before three-quarter time. How bad is he?
Not sure. He's going to get that checked out at hospital, so we'll wait and see on the result of that. But no idea at the moment.
Well, if he doesn't play next week, how close is Jared Waite to coming back into the team?
Yeah, Wadey played really well yesterday, and Paul Bauer will play next week, so that's a big plus for us as well.
You must have been delighted right across the board. Gibbs's game across half-back was outstanding.
Yeah, it was. I think a couple of weeks ago against Essendon, we sort of had two players that maybe won their position. It was debatable, but I thought last week and this week we had a team performance that you're really proud of, and across the board I think to a man they did their job today.
We'll let you go. Thanks very much for your time. Congratulations again. It really sets you up for the season.
Thanks, fellas. Take care.
Brett Ratton there, a big month ahead for Carlton, so a terrific win for them. All right, time for the player of the match with thanks to Panasonic. The 50-inch Panasonic Viera up for grabs, the full HD, a Neo Plasma TV complete with the SD card slot to make sharing JPEG photos easy. I know you love those JPEGs, Wolsey. Full high definition for the ultimate viewing experience. The prize is worth $2,500, and the winner is...
Well, the winner is Bryce Gibbs. I thought he played exceptionally across the half-back flank. They moved him back there because they were a bit undersized, and he just controlled his position, used the ball really well, had close to 30 disposals, and I wouldn't be surprised if he plays a lot in the back half for the remainder of the year.
All right, we'll take a break and come back with more from the MCG, wrapping up the big win from the Blues over the Cats. Bit of pain being felt in the Geelong room. Certainly wasn't their day. They missed some opportunities, but overall you'd say they were well and truly beaten by the better side of the wall.
Well, they were run off their legs, Hutto, and that was the interesting thing. And the three big fellas in the forward line, Podsiadly had his opportunities, kicked poorly, but I thought Mooney and Hawkins had games they will quickly forget.
Makes you wonder for the future, doesn't it? Let's have a look at the ladder, because some fascinating machinations now. Geelong have won 3 games, but the sides they've beaten, Port Adelaide, who are 10th, Essendon, who are 14th, and also they beat Hawthorn, who we know are a pretty good side, but they're in 12th position, so they're not going as well as we thought before today.
No, look, their midfield's really good, but I think they've got a few worries up forward, and their defence, it was the worst I've seen their back line play for a long, long time. Very few disposals and very little rebound from the guys who play in that back half.
So lots of big upsets over the weekend, so a lot to talk about. If you haven't tried one week at a time, make sure you switch over to one and have a look at Nick Maxwell, who's the special guest tonight with you, Wolsey. Looking forward to that.
Oh, look, it'll be a terrific interview with Nick Maxwell and Troy Chaplin. The cameras were on him in that game.
And the microphone.
And looking forward to that.
Yes. All right. Well, terrific win today by the Blues. Wolsey's happy. Hope you are at home as well. Good night.
One's telecast at the 20...